I believe it's pretty much invulnerable.
And that's pretty much what they said about the Titanic.
That's right.
When experts in the deep water exploration industry heard how Stockton was engineering his deep water sub, they began sharply warning him of the real dangers of implosion because they were not only concerned for human life, but they also knew that a catastrophe like what happened would be bad for their industry.
2018 letter. Members of a committee specializing in submersibles expressed unanimous concern about the sub's safety.
A group of submersible engineers urged Rush to seek certification of the Titan by a safety agency. Rush declined, saying that regulation would stifle innovation.
However, Stockton did not listen. But why not listen to the experts in his industry that he was new to? Stockton seemed to think that they were all overreacting and thought they were in-the-box thinkers who were unnecessarily cautious.
When you're trying something outside the box, people inside the box think you're nuts. Same thing when Elon Musk was doing SpaceX.
And he began to identify as an out-of-the-box thinker, similar to the Silicon Valley greats he was surrounded by when he worked in venture capital. In this clip, does Stockton remind you of anyone?
We only have one button, that's it.
Wait a minute, I've seen submersibles, and they are banks of controls, like cockpit after cockpit.
Exactly. And this is to other submersibles what the iPhone was to the BlackBerry.
What I want it to be is you walk in, it senses motion, it senses who you say hello, Titan, it senses your voice. It says, Stockton, how deep are we diving today? So we're going to 4,000 meters. The sub is your vehicle to get there. It should be an elevator. It should not be an exercise in buttons and switches and stuff.
Yes, Steve Jobs with his desire for simplicity by thinking outside of the box. However, Stockton didn't seem to take into account that failure in the consumer tech industry is a lot different than failure in the deep ocean submersible industry. There is a big difference between your smartphone crashing and your submersible imploding. The consumer tech industry can take more product risks to streamline and simplify because the outcome is usually not life or death.